moving from the problems that Rome faced to the actual fall of Rome. Rome is going to fall in the year I take that back. In the year 330 CE, we are introduced to an emperor by the name of Constantine. Constantine is going to do some things that are going to really be the tipping point for the Roman Empire. Because what we see is that he is going to move the capital of Rome 850 miles east to the ancient city of Byzantium. He had the really creative idea of renaming Byzantium New Rome. Now the city would be renamed again, and it would be called Constantinople. So you can see Constantine to Constantinople. And its modern name is actually Istanbul, Turkey. So the next portion that we're going to look at is after Constantine. At this point, the empire is going to be ruled by not just one, but two emperors. One of those emperors is going to be based in Rome, and the other is going to be based in Constantinople. Rome is going to become the capital of the western portion, and Constantinople the eastern. Now, as we talked, Rome had a weakening frontier, which meant that all of these different groups are more likely or more able to come into the empire. And because the Roman army is spread so thin throughout the empire. One of those groups that's going to come in, they're actually going to target Rome itself. So in the year 410 CE, a group by the name of the Visigoths. This group is going to attack Rome and loot the city. So they're going to just take as much as they can. And one of the interesting things with the Visigoths' plan was they actually didn't wage war against the Romans. What they did against Rome was they actually blocked the harbor. And so there were no goods coming in, nothing going out. Well, if you have no goods coming in, the problem you have is the people are eventually going to starve. And so people ended up starving to death, and they turned to cannibalism. In the Roman Colosseum, instead of people begging for food, they actually started to beg for the dead bodies. And absolutely disgusting, but part of Roman history. So the Visigoths, they're going to wait and wait and wait until they feel the Romans are so weak from being from malnutrition that they can literally just walk in and take over. And so the Roman army isn't around and able to actually defend the city the way that it needed to be defended. So in the year 476, so it's not actually until the year 476 that we see the last Roman emperor driven from his throne. The western half of the empire began to actually dissolve into separate kingdoms. But the Eastern Empire is going to continue for at least another 1,000 years. And it's going to become known as the Byzantine Empire. So, in our next lesson, we're going to start looking at the legacy of the Roman Empire.